Maz thinks is a fraud and who's for real.
Sing it.
Maz's tears.
Yeah, those are the tears of a clown.
Maz's tears.
The second tier.
Hold on, let me get my pen.
Maz's tears.
Dallas. Buffalo. Tennessee.
Maz's tears.
Third tier.
Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me get my pen.
Maz's tears. 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 Tears.
Yeah, it's that time of the weekend. It's really that time of the year. The traditional original tiers are back. Started a couple years ago where Mazz said like the Pats are like a tier 3, tier 4 team. I'm like, what?
It spawned a revolution.
Who's in tier 1? Who's in tier 2? Then Mazz gave us his tiers.
Hold on, let me grab my pen.
And then Murray wrote the song.
And we had to write it all down. And then Murray wrote a song and the Bernardi Automotive Group jumped on. And now it's a thing.
Maz's tears.
We're back to the original format. Mazz's Tears is presented by the Bernardi Automotive Group. Come into any of Bernardi's 5 locations and celebrate summer. Whether it's a new Audi, whether it's a new Audi, Acura, Honda, Toyota, or Volvo, Bernardi has the perfect vehicle for you and always at a great price. All right, Mazz, just do your thing.
Okay, again, these are the NFL, the football world according to Mazz. And we put them in tiers and sort them out entering the season. This is before week 1. We will adjust as we go forward. But we're not going to screw around this week. All 32 teams get rated and placed on a tier. Tier 1, let's go. Tier 1, Jimmy Stewart.
Best of the best.
Baltimore, Buffalo, Philadelphia. That's it. Those are the 3 best teams in the league right now. If you were to say to me, who are the 3 Super Bowl favorites? And I didn't even check this against DraftKings and odds like that to see who the Super Bowl favorites are. But these, to me, are the teams that I feel like right now are the best teams in the league. Baltimore, Buffalo, and Philadelphia. The Eagles are self-evident, obviously the defending Super Bowl champions. The other 2 have Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, the 2 best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league. So, there you go. Any complaints?
Well, not yet. Let's see who didn't make the cut.
Yeah, there's a complaint.
Okay, who?
The Chiefs. The Chiefs deserve to be in the top tier.
Okay, we'll get
But
to
you're going to buy into this narrative that the national media also has, like, oh, this is the year the Chiefs fall. Look out for the Broncos. Me doing a certain motion under the desk. Please.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, let's go to tier 2. Again, these are Mazz's tiers.
Oh, God.
Tier 2, Denver Broncos.
Way too big of a tier.
Detroit Lions. Green Bay Packers.
Thank you.
Kansas City Chiefs. Los Angeles Rams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What?
Washington Commanders. Now, these are all teams, I would say, in Tier 2 that qualify as pretty good. Watch out for the Broncos. The Broncos are going to surprise a lot of people this year. The Broncos have improved their roster. I think the AFC West has been a little softened. Denver's defense is very good. Sean Payton has that program going in the right direction. Watch out for Denver. Detroit, to me, has slipped. I'd have them in Tier 1 normally. I'm a little concerned about the departure of Ben Johnson. Green Bay speaks for itself. Kansas City has slipped, Murray. Rashee Rice will not be available for 6 weeks. Ooh. Travis Kelce is on his last legs. I'm still not sure what they're going to do. I know they have, what's his name, the kid from Ohio State playing left tackle, Simmons. But they lost Joe Thuney on the offensive line. They lost safety Justin Reed in the secondary. And the Chiefs get their asses kicked. They've played a lot of games in the last 3 years. That has to catch up to them at some point. The Rams, to me, are one of the sneaky good teams in the league. Watch out for them as long as they can keep Stafford healthy. Tampa Bay's in a weak division, so they could be in the divisional playoffs just by showing up. And the Commanders, I believe in Jaden Daniels. I'm surprised Murray would scoff at this one.
I didn't.
Given that he goes to bed with a poster of Jaden Daniels on his ceiling every night.
Murray, who would you have in Tier 2?
Pop them up there again, Vin, if you could. I mean, these are bloated tiers. Get Denver out of here. Again, one of these preseason favorites that people are buying too much into. Detroit stays. Green Bay stays. Kansas City should be in Tier 1. Get the Rams out of here. You people are buying way too much into that team for having the season they did last year. The quarterback basically has a broken back. The backup's a bum. They have no secondary. Get Tampa Bay out of there as well. Washington, Green Bay, Detroit should be there.
Okay, I mean, the Rams took Philly to the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter in Philly.
Bingo.
What'd Saquon Barkley do to them in that game?
What did he do to everybody?
Yeah, well, I don't understand the point.
I mean, their defense is like wildly overrated. They have that one kid for Verse that's good up front. The rest of the defense is suspect.
They're coming along. Watch out for the Rams.
Yeah, good luck when you have to deal
The Rams
with
are gonna win that-
Garoppolo for 10 straight weeks.
Rams are going to win that division.
Sure they are. Go on.
Tier 3.
Okay, tier 3. These are mediocre teams. Atlanta, Cincinnati,
Also should be tier 2. Forgot about them.
Dallas. I'll get to Cincinnati in a minute. Just shut your pie hole for a minute. Houston, the Chargers,
Oh.
the Vikings, the Steelers, and the Niners. Now, I will say that by the end of the year, somebody's going to come out of this group and be better than I personally thought. Maybe not better than Murray thought, because clearly Murray has all the answers. But Atlanta to me is overrated. The Bengals have been 9-8 2 years in a row. I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase. The Cincinnati Bengals still feel like the Bengals to me, and right now the Super Bowl year is the outlier. Dallas is lucky to be in tier 3. I left them there because they have some high-end talent, but I could see them slipping south of this. Houston, to me, is the definition of average. The Chargers have taken some hits, and the last time we saw them, they lost to Houston 32-12.
What about precious Jim Harbaugh?
Okay, good coach only gets you so far. We know that here better than anywhere, Murray. Minnesota has lost, obviously changed. They basically have a rookie quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. Pittsburgh, to me, is 10-7. Murray, you dump on them every year.
Rightfully so.
And the Niners went 6-11 last year, or whatever. I think it was 6-11. I don't think it was 5-12. But I would tell you that the Niners have had some losses too. I don't think they're that bad, but I don't know if they're as good as they were, and I think they're still in the process of kind of retooling a little bit. Who haven't I gotten to yet?
There seems to be a team there.
Yeah, where's the Pats?
Oh, the Pats.
Hopefully
Yes.
5 where they belong.
Yes, the Pats. Let's go to tier 4. Tier 4 is below average. Below average, Arizona, Carolina, Chicago, and I will put an asterisk. Watch out, Ben Johnson effect on Caleb Williams. Looked pretty good in the preseason. Again, that's a team that could jump. But right now, tier 4. Indianapolis and Miami before I get to Jacksonville. In fact, you can throw Jacksonville in there too. Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and Miami are all in the same area to me.
Useless?
Teams that I just can't take seriously. I agree, Murray. That one I agree with you on. Indianapolis has no quarterback. Jacksonville has a quarterback that has never reached his potential. Miami feels like a time bomb. Like that is going to come apart. I would watch out for Miami falling to pieces.
I think they hate the coach.
The Patriots, the Giants, the Seahawks. Now look, if Sam Darnold repeats what he did in Minnesota, then the Seahawks are going to be better. A lot of people like the Giants. I really don't. I think Russell Wilson blows, and I think Jackson Dart sucks. So I don't think the Giants are going to be much. The division could be a little weaker.
But why are the Pats in tier 4, Maz? You haven't really said
Feels
much about
high.
Well, because the Pats have no offensive line. The quarterback is learning a new offense. There's, and again, I believe in Mike Vrabel, but the Patriots have a lot of holes still. I'm not getting all gung-ho about the Patriots, but they could win 7 or 8 games.
National media feels strong. Maybe some national. It sounds like Chris Sims would have them in tier 3.
I mean, that tier 3 and tier 4, there really aren't that much of a difference between those two tiers. And then tier 5, I would call these the true suckbag dregs of the National Football League. These teams blow. And they I want to put a team like Jacksonville down there, but Jacksonville has more talent than some of these teams. Cleveland's a mess. Can you imagine being a Browns fan? What a horrible organization. I think the Raiders are coming apart, and I know they got Brady in there, but really, their defense is really, really weak. It's a very difficult division. The Raiders are going to have trouble keeping up with all those teams in the West. I'm sorry, I just don't think they're that good. The Saints might be the worst team in football. The Jets have no quarterback. The Titans have a quarterback that they drafted 1 overall, but that is a massive, massive rebuild in Tennessee. I think these are easily the 5 worst teams in the league. I wanted to put the Giants in there, but I think the Giants have more talent at the skill positions than some of these other teams do.
Murray, go ahead.
Again, I'm kind of sneaky bullish on the Raiders. I think they end up being the last AFC team, but a lot of that junk.
You think the Raiders are a wild card team?
Yeah, I do. I actually think they're going to, because I think that offense is going to be competent enough with Geno Smith, who, as of right now, is better than Drake May. for one. And Brady effect there, and I think the Pete Carroll bump, and his enthusiasm. Yeah, it's going to be a very competitive division. And sure, the Chiefs are going to drop a little bit, but they're still going to end up winning the division. The Raiders squeak in. Chargers come down. Broncos come down to earth. Raiders squeak in. The rest of all that crap, though, in 4 and 5, I don't have much of an argument with that.
Are the Pats a tier 4 or tier 5 team?
They're tier 4. They're not one of the dregs.
Is that right, Murray?
Yeah. I don't think they're one of the
that's big
dregs
of
of the
you.
league. Yes, thank you.
No, that's interesting. Stu?
Tier 5.
Yeah.
They're not tier 5.
They are. They can't block. Their defense is vastly overrated, and the quarterback doesn't understand the offense and overthrew everybody in preseason.
They're gonna
Tier
be
5.
Tier 3 team.
Yeah, Vrabel.
They won 4 games back-to-back years, and because they got a nice, shiny new coach who likes to bully the media, that's going to win them, 4 more games? Please.
Vrabel alone makes them gets them out of tier 5. Vrabel alone gets them out of there. So
Well,
now,
let's see it then.
Well, okay.
We showed it today, Stu.
No, that's exactly right. Stu.
I mean, because right now he hasn't impressed me at all. He talks down to Phil Perry. Neat.
I think that
That's worth a win. Maybe 2.
just
He was
quickly.
polite to Felger at the owners' meetings. Cool.
That's worth another couple wins.
Kansas City 2 years ago only won 11 games. They won 11-6. They won the Super Bowl because they kind of got hot at the end of the year and they stole it. Last year they went 15-2, and I think we know in retrospect that they weren't that good because they got absolutely freaking schwacked by the Eagles. And I do buy into that whole thing of losing the Super Bowl and coming back and, the next year's a little harder. I think Kansas City's taking a hit.